All right, and we return. So, yeah, we leave. We come back in. We see we see you leaving the area there. I think we have. I think I said we have 3 days left on this crazy adventure. Santo, is there anything that you would like to accomplish on these last 3 days?
Yeah, I'll go over and find Theodore.
Okay. Yeah, he's down in the cargo hold. He's not hard to find. Not hard to miss.
I just hold up the bunny rabbit and I say, do you recognize this?
He stares at you. And he says, how about you hand that over right now, before things get messy?
Well, I just found it outside before we left.
You should have fucking left it outside. Give it here. And he just, like, puts his hand out, like, give me the rabbit.
Okay, what... do you know what it is?
It's a stuffed rabbit.
Is it yours?
He stares you dead in the face and says, yes, give it here.
Is he lying?
That's a great use of that. You can mark down you used it. Yes, he's lying very hard to you right now.
Okay, I give it back to him. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, you give it back to him, and he like immediately takes it, opens up like a trash bag, and throws it into the trash bag, and puts the trash bag back into his tent. Like it's a very clear like black like waste disposal bag. And he just like stares at you. It's like, don't touch my shit. He's got the sunglasses on. You see yourself the same way as anybody ever sees him.
I would like to go to my room and use my other ability to make a stun gun.
Okay, you're gonna make a stun gun with your jerry-rigged ability here. So let's see here. That'll probably be a post-tech. Let me take a look at your sheet here just to see. I'm thinking post-tech though is what it's probably going to end up being, because you're pulling things apart and putting them together. Yeah, so it'll probably be post-tech. In making a stun gun from things you have at hand, what all do you have like available in your inventory that you're not like pulling out of like the ship?
A laser pistol.
I don't have my guitar. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, so I mean, you can
I probably have a battery from the laser pistol.
Yeah, so I mean,
yeah, you could easily turn a battery into a capacitor and discharge it.
Yeah, it would.
I just want to see if I can do it. I'm not going to go around stunning people.
Yeah, so you can definitely do it. It would render the battery useless after those D6 minutes, though. Like whatever you're doing with this, like it would render it like it only lasts for 6 minutes, and it's pretty much like
no. That's utilized. How long it takes me.
Oh, it takes you 6 minutes to utilize it. Okay.
That's how long it takes me to make it.
Okay. But yeah, then it can't be used for anything else after that point, though. Like you could break it down into something else, but you can't like reform it back into a battery again.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. I just wanna know if I could do it.
Yeah, no, you can totally do it. Like you'd probably have to like depending on this type of stun gun you want to make, you probably would have to utilize your entire laser pistol in order to do that. Like if it's one that like shoots the little probies out and hit the people in the chest and like that tases them that way, that would utilize the entire laser pistol. If you just want to have something that you just hold in your hand and just like put up against his skin and electrocute him and also possibly yourself, that's just the battery. Like you can have the battery, and it's just like, okay. Yeah, no, you have the capability, thanks to your jerry rigger ability there. So
So, taking all the things that I've learned and the information that I have found by process of elimination, I'm just gonna message Shiro, and I'm gonna be like, "Yeah, there's probably little kids in that container." then I just that was it.
That's all.
See ya.
Cool.
So I guess this is a good time to ask about like governmental structure. Like I assume each planet, each sector probably has their own government, but is there like an overarching like United Federation of Planets? Like what are we talking about here?
So there used to be that used to exist at one point, but then the different sectors of space, they kind of split away from that. There's this whole there's a big section about it in the book about like mankind, the different sectors like breaking off and doing their own thing, and then they reformed with different alliances and things like that. As it currently stands in this sector of space, there is no other. There's no overarching thing that is like the glue that holds it all together. Each system is autonomous.
It's kind of balkanized.
Yeah, it's very balkanized. Like each planet is its own thing. There is a big empire though that's trying to do that. They're located up in the northern area of everything.
So we're not. Basically, what I'm trying to find out is if we're going to be hunted down by G-men for participating in human trafficking.
It depends. It depends on the different planets that you would like transport things to.
Okay, what about between the two planets that we're going to and from?
I mean, there's not really like an Interpol. Like the closest thing there is to like an Interpol sort of thing that would stop you would be the exchange. And as long as like the corporations that are around have not made the exchange angry, there's no reason for the exchange to step in. The exchange, this is something you guys might know, just like culturally, they are very pacifist for the most part. Like they'll defend themselves, but they don't take it upon themselves to interfere with others' lives. Their mission is
they have power, but they'll only use it like kind of like in a petty way, like in a punitive way. Yeah. Like if some corporation makes them angry for doing something they don't particularly like, they'll exercise the letter of the law.
Yeah, they'll freeze their bank account. They'll stop where communications can't happen. Like that's what the exchange is. That's why everybody, regardless of who you are, make sure that the exchange is well taken care of. They're essentially the hand around the throat of the sector. But the hand is always limp because nobody's pissed off the exchange. But
you're saying they're laissez-faire.
Exactly, yeah. Because they control the banking. Like all the banks are controlled by the exchange, and they control all flow of communication. So if you piss off the exchange, it's bad news bears for everybody.
Space Jews got it.
I mean, I wouldn't go that far. That's pretty bad.
All right. Okay, so we're not going to be like hunted down for being complicit in human trafficking, and I mean, Wadon probably had his guesses based on the information that was available to him, but was kind of taking the position of, if I don't really know about it, then it's not really my bag.
Yeah, yeah, no, it's very planet by planet. Like certain planets, human trafficking is just absolutely fine. Like where the Fang Syndicate's, where the Fang Syndicate's located, human trafficking.
It's a national pastime.
I mean, yeah, there's people that have tattoos on their face, like what their profession is after they get done, being trafficked around doing whatever. Cool. Like it's their like marking card. Like you have like a heart on your cheek. Bad. It's you're a sex slave essentially is what it is. I mean, yeah, I mean. And your character would know about this stuff. Like you probably helped out with some of these things. Like there's things that the Fang Syndicate does that are just horrible things. But on their planet, that's totally fine. Cool. Yeah, it's the same thing with drugs. Like drugs and guns and everything else. Like depending on what planet you're on, is how legal or illegal those things are.
Okay. That's what.
Yeah. So, like, where you guys
What
are
do
heading
we-
to... Yeah.
What do we know?
So how
about
legal are they? Yeah, the planet we're going to. and the
So,
planet we came
what
from.
you know about Oberon, because you looked it up last time, it is a planet that's just slightly smaller than what Earth is, and it is essentially owned by the Solar Wind Combine. They have a farming thing there. They have, people that work there that farm the land because it grows, the specific sort of food stuff that they found that is edible by humans, and it's also utilized for other things as well.
Space Corps.
Yeah, it's some
or
sort of
heavily subsidized.
Yes, heavily subsidized space corn. So you know that there's roughly almost 4,500 people that are on this planet that are they work for the Solar Wind Combine. Like, that's what they do. They just work there, and they're building this farming co-op. Like, this big corporate colony planet is what they're going to eventually build.
Okay. Another side note, it doesn't seem like the human population is very high. Like, everywhere is like several thousand people, like, per station per planet.
There's some big ones.
Or they're
that are
like
out there.
hive worlds that have like tens of billions of people.
I mean, there's
trillions
big
of people.
ones. So, like, where you're coming from is Inian. Like, it had 8.4 million people on it. The planet, though, is, let's see, it's a 4.5 or a 0.45, excuse me. So it is just slightly larger than Mars, but it's not like super. It's habitable, but it's not a perfect planet. I say most of the people that live in these planets, they live in like a big city that has smaller like outpostings around it. There might be like small villages that have like a family unit or something like that, like 2 family units.
So it's like 1 million people here, 1,000 people there. Mm-hmm. So still not very.
25 people here. Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And people pretty much cling to like where the civilization is, like where the major port is, the starport, because that's where all the ships come in.
Oh yeah.
And it has to be built on an area where like ships that are bigger than yours could possibly land if need be. Like battle cruisers, they're not meant to land on planets, but if they ever need to, they need to have a space that they can do that without killing people.
They land.
It's not supposed to happen. But
right. No, definitely.
Yeah, it's not supposed to happen, but in like instances of extreme emergency, they should be able to land on a planet. It takes a lot of effort. It's a difficulty 12 roll. Actually, I think it's higher than that. It's a difficulty 15 roll to do that. So, and you have to have like a bunch of successes in a line for it to happen. Otherwise, you end up killing like millions of people. So yeah.
Sounds about right, to be honest.
Sure.
So yeah, where you guys are going right now, like the planet you're in line to go to, like it's owned by the corporation of the goods of which you're transporting.
Basically all I wanted to know originally is we're not going to be stopped by customs and being like, hey, you have, there's people in there, we got to take you to the police.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, there is another planet. There's a planet that you're going to have to pass through their space to like get there. Kind of sort of like there's another planet that's in that system. It's called Aurelius. You guys could try and look up some things on Aurelius and see how they feel about certain things like that.
We could just go around them. I mean, it's just a planet.
Yeah.
It's not like in the way.
Yeah, well, I mean, they might have ships that are like out and about, depending on like what their political status is, and things like that. Like they might have ships that range out. I mean, you don't know about them. But this is all information that you as the characters would have at hand. That we're going to this place. Well, Aurelius is here. Let's we could look up what Aurelius has to offer. Things like that.
Yeah, that's my primary concern at the moment. Like, I've taken this contract to move this thing from point A to point B. So, I'm going to see the contract out. Mm-hmm. But I also need to know if we've broken any laws, if we're about to break any laws. Like, what are the laws concerning this on the planet we came from, to the planet we're going, in the intervening space in between?
Yeah.
Is anyone going to violate our Fourth Amendment rights, basically?
Yeah. Like, I'm not asking whether or not we have a chance of getting caught. Mm-hmm. Have we broken laws?
Yeah, I mean, you can do a computer's check, and That or let me take.
Now, what Don wants to know, he's more interested in: are we going to get caught versus are we breaking any laws?
Yeah.
So he will do a computer's check for that.
Let me see if there's a better skill that we can use on that one. Bureaucracy would work. Utilizing intelligence because you're looking it up on the computer.
I can do that.
Trying to see.
I was going to ask.
I don't think there's like a politics trade. I mean, if anyone has like profession politician as a skill, because you can have that in there. If you have culture,
persuade. I can persuade the computer to give me what I want.
You just talk about it a bunch. Yeah, no.
Yeah, computer active.
I was going to ask Santo to help me out. I was wondering if I could get an assist from his bureaucracy skill on my computer check.
Yeah, that we could definitely do that. That way you two are working together. I mean, also if anyone has like the cultured traveler, like you could, that's a good catch-all sort of skill. You can plug that one in even. But yeah,
like he's the one that told me about this, so I'm gonna say, get up here.
Yeah,
we gotta work this out right now.
Yeah, so Santo, go ahead and give me a bureaucracy roll with intelligence. Because you're helping him look it up on the computer to see if you can help. Yeah, you totally help. So, Steve, Shudo is assisted in looking this stuff up.
One, I assume?
Yeah, you get a +1 to that. You're looking for... Yeah, you get it, because you're smart as shit. I love it. I love your guys' characters. They're so great. They really are. Yeah, so...
Yes, I am.
What were you looking for specifically? You were looking for, is it illegal on the planet we were at? Is it illegal at the planet we're going to?
And any intervening space in between, any territories that we cross.
Okay. So on the planet that you left from, which was Inian, it's a gray area. It's human trafficking as far as putting humans into trades that would be, like prostitution, forced labor, things like that is highly illegal. Like it's highly illegal. Prostitution on Inian is not to be like stood for. Partly why your ship got repossessed by because they were in Indian airspace. So that's partly why that happened. That guy is in jail in Inian. That's probably like one of the big things that pops up, like, man running a legal pleasure cruise off of, free trader transport, blah blah blah.
So she wasn't joking about the blacklight, is what you're telling me.
But because
as we're discovering this, I'm just like, my head just like slams against the desk. I'm like, oh.
But don't worry. It's not yours. The ship now, like I said, it's been cleaned. Its record has been cleaned as well.
I immediately lift my head off the table. I'm like, oh!
Don't slam your head on that particular spot. It's a bad spot.
Yeah, it's a bad spot. But no, like the ship is fine. There's no like the worst thing that's gonna happen is if you show up at like some weird backwater port and some guy's like, that ship. Like that's literally the worst thing that can happen based on the history.
Circus is in town.
Yeah, exactly. The circus is back. Oh boy. It's different owners.
Okay.
Yeah.
So all right. So Socrates will say that we're on the wrong side of the gray. And
however, like I said, it's a gray area because there's an addendum. Like you guys, you do your bureaucracy check, like you figure this stuff out. In looking at the actual law of Inian about human trafficking, there's a special clause in there that if corporations purchase human entities, human assets, I believe is what it says in my notes. If a corporation purchases human assets, that corporation is the sole purveyor of those individuals.
So what you're saying is that like slavery is bad, indentured servitude is okay.
Indentured servitude, it's where it has that gray area, is where that one's at. So since the cargo is owned by Solar Wind Combine, who has a big headquarters on Inian, you kind of connect the dots in this one. It's like, maybe that's why this law was here. You can see that that's where this happened. Now, as to why it's, as you believe, children that are in this crate, that's a different story altogether. Like, it doesn't, like, mention anything, like, as to why that stuff can happen. But basically, as long as the human asset is owned by the corporation, it is the corporation's property.
Oh, good God! All right, it's making my head hurt. Stop.
Yeah, no, you're good. So then you look up about the other planet here, Aurelius. Aurelius has a very interesting thing. So, like, you go to like your saved site about like Aurelius, like the known information on it. There isn't very much that's known about it. You'd have to get a lot closer to get more information. Like, you'd have to come out of drive space and look up stuff about him once you get there, because there's not a whole lot for some reason. Like, there's some information like pre-Scream, and then there's like the stuff that we don't know like during the Scream, and then like the smallest little bit is that there's this weird like kingdom that's there or something.
Nope. Don't want it.
don't want anything to do.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. I'm calling group huddle then. I'm going to raise.
I would let you.
I'm going to raise on her compad. I'm going
Yeah.
to let her know to knock on Wodan's door on the way, since he doesn't have a compad.
Yeah.
Tell him to get up here. We gotta talk.
Yeah, well, I would let you know about Aurelius. You do know that you need a vac suit to walk around on that planet, so you know that much.
Check. So yeah, I'm gonna give you a call. Say, meet me at the cockpit. Pick up Wodan on the way.
All right, I'm gonna pick up Wodan.
Yeah, Wodan is just in there, kind of looking over his notes.
Okay, I'm just gonna go in and pick him up.
Oh, put me down.
Literally take him.
Let's go.
Just so undignified.
Yeah, so you guys walk.
Nice strong arms though, holding you. Makes you feel safe.
So you guys walk towards the bridge. As you walk through the mess hall, because you have to go through the mess hall, the galley to get to the bridge. You see the two guys, Griff and Johansson, sitting down there. Johansson tips down his sunglasses and just like stares as you guys walk, and just like raises an eyebrow at you, and he nods as you wave at him. If you do wave.
Yeah. I wave at Griff.
Yeah. Yeah, Griff like openly like winks at you.
Guys got cop eye +5.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, you guys make it up into the bridge. Everybody's in the bridge. Shiro, do you shut the bridge door, or do you leave it open?
Oh yeah, no, yeah, it's shut.
Okay.
And that's why I called them on their comms. Because I didn't want to take the risk of using ship comms to do it. I'm gonna let them know the situation, and it seems plausible. I'm gonna also let them know my position. You know, my position is that I've accepted this contract. That's my fault. I'll see the contract delivered. It'll just affect my dealings with these people in the future.
That seems reasonable to Wodan.
Yeah. I mean, we took the job and we finished the job.
I just find stuff out. I've seen much worse.
Yeah, Santo.
Any other comments
Santo
on the
just makes
situation?
people go down the
Do you
rabbit
think
hole.
do you also think it's plausible
What's plausible?
that these are children being trafficked in some way?
Well, I mean, the rabbit's kind of a dead giveaway. And then the heat signatures, there's obviously
They were
smaller
only
things
a
in
meter
there.
tall.
Meter tall, I mean,
That's only like
there's not like a
3 to
circus
4
on this
feet.
planet where they're taking midgets to or anything, I'm assuming, so probably kids.
Midgets, that's very insensitive. They're space midgets.
Yeah, dwarves, little people. Yeah,
Space-
it's little people, I think. now.
Little space people. Let's go.
Yeah, and there's some. I mean, the term is iterated through like 50 things and come right back around to midgets by this point. I think in 1,200 years.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I would definitely rather be transporting like, I don't know, cinder blocks.
Space cows.
Space cows.
It
yeah,
was
that would
supposed to
cool.
be space cows.
It was biological
But,
assets.
Are we agreed
Biological
that
asset.
are we agreed that this tarnishes these people's reputation with us?
Yeah, we'd put them on the rather not deal with list in the future, I think. Plus, that guy, sunglasses is a dickhead, so.
Yeah. Are they all wearing sunglasses?
I didn't tell you guys before, but they talked shit about us at multiple times.
Oh, yeah. Wadon will reenact with great detail his conversation with glasses and, totally embellish. He said, like, oh, yeah, and if you have anything to say about it, you can come right back here and say it to my,
Yeah, so the guy, so all of them have worn sunglasses. The two that have worn them still while on the ship were Johansson and Ted and Theodore.
Right.
Yeah,
I think it was Johansson who talked to.
Johansson and Wadon were the ones that had chatted, and Griff had chatted, and then
Ted stays in the car.
Yeah, Ted just stays in the cargo bay, and he's the one that stared Shuto down. I was a dick to Shuto, so.
Yeah. By the way, Johansson has like a robot eye. Is that weird? I don't like it.
Yes.
Yeah. No.
I think it's pretty cool.
Ew.
Yes. And I say yes to that as well.
Wonder why
Does
you need
anyone-
sunglasses.
Does anyone have any robot parts? I guess.
No.
Nope. I would love to get one someday, but not looking forward to losing anything.
Start finding some of that cybernetic goodness.
Is he like 6 arms?
6 arms. Maybe just 5.
Cybernetics are expensive.
They can be. And they
Yeah.
usually are.
All right. Well, so how do we deal with this going forward?
Get paid. Drop shit off, and then not deal with these people in the future. Is Wadon's position.
This is a lesson. When a deal seems too good to be true, it usually is.
I mean, we're off to a great start. Child trafficking, mission
Oh,
point.
they paid quite a bit. Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like if you keep
Why
working
does
with
one-
corporations, you're just gonna find out
Yeah.
they're
Well,
all the same.
biological assets
Too deep.
is kind of
Too deep.
Uh,
Too real.
I mean, that's just vague enough to be threatening sounding. You know what I'm saying?
Well, the bio paste is a biological asset. All right.
Whatever. Let's just get it done.
So in the 3 days that are ensuing, I've got my routine, so I'm still going to go down there and check that cargo. Although I don't want to start any trouble either, so I'll go to the guy's tent, say I'm ready to do my inspection. If you'd like to escort me.
We're on my own ship.
Yeah. So Ted, so does this happen like directly after your meeting?
No, I mean it's part of my daily routine, like within the 3 days going forward.
Yeah. So I think when you guys, when you come out of the meeting, though, the other 2 guys, Johansson and Griff, they aren't at the table anymore, and their plates and their bowl are still sitting there. Like these guys have been like immaculately clean. Like they've taken care of their dishes and everything. So their dishes are just sitting there, is what it is.
What's going on?
I think we should check the
Santo finds
security camera thing.
I immediately go over to the
you've got your
bio readings.
data slabs.
Or yeah, I just pull it up.
So you totally have a reading of it on your thing. So you pull it up and you see, the 24 little heat signatures that are down in the cargo, that are in the cargo container. You see Ted, and you see 2 other, you see 3 other signatures that are down in the cargo bay.
Besides Ted.
Yeah, it's 2 others. Yeah, so that's the 3.
Yeah.
All three of them are down in the cargo bay right now.
They're having their own powwow right now.
Yeah, you
Yeah, is that what it looks like? Are they all standing in a circle and looks like they're talking to each other?
It's a heat signature. That's pretty much what it looks like. Yeah, it's hard to discern anything else outside of that, like how the heat signatures look on the screen.
I think we need to be very careful about what happens in the next couple minutes. And I just look at Wadon.
Yeah,
So-
Wadon is going to use his precognitive powers again to. Let me see the exact wording.
What happens
here.
if we go in the cargo bay?
Oh. One sec,
Yeah.
Wadon. I just want to make it known right now that I also have a knack to sense impending betrayal 1 round in advance.
Oh, perfect.
Carry on.
I can also sense ambushes.
No one's.
Why do we even need?
Not really sense.
Why do we even need Wadon? He's
What am I, just a mascot? Jeez.
yeah. That's kind of what it sounds
Yeah,
like right now.
he's the pretty one.
Yeah, you just.
Well, I earned that knack when someone sabotaged my ship and tried to kill me.
Yeah,
Come on.
exactly. So you haven't been betrayed, like.
Yeah.
Yeah, no betrayal has happened. As far as walking, you don't know if it's an ambush or
Oh.
not.
No, I just want to make sure you know that.
Mhm.
So
Yeah,
if something pops off, you will know.
yeah,
So the blade shall never pierce thine back.
yeah. So when Santo tries to kill you in
Not
episode
ever
55,
again.
I mean,
I would never.
I would never.
How would you use a screwdriver? That's hardly a blade.
Yes, exactly.
Anyway, though, carry on with Don. I didn't mean to interrupt you there.
No big. I was looking for the power anyway. So something within. I swear it said 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
your
within the
precog
next 10
level.
minutes. Yeah,
Mhm.
physical injury or mental distress within the next 10 minutes. So if we go down into the cargo hold, will there be physical injury or mental distress?
There's definitely not going to be mental distress. Like, you know that for sure.
Okay.
It depend. It's hard to say whether it's fuzzy. Like you look forward and like
It's not
you're-
fuzzy.
you're-
It's 4K.
It's 4K. It's 4K resolution.
Real time.
Real time.
HD.
So
virtual
HDR.
reality
how,
helmet.
how I kind of imagine like how the precog works is you look into like alternate realities is what it
Mhm.
is. And you look down the alternate reality and the screen as we as the audience see it, like it splits. There's a split screen that happens where in one screen, like the right hand screen, we see things are fine. Nobody is dead. Nobody's being shot. Nothing like that is happening. In the left-hand screen, there's a fight, and there's gunfire and things like that going on. So I mean, it's very difficult to say right now, like how it's sitting on the knife's edge. Like that's what I'm trying to like. You're sitting like right on that right on the precipice of it could go very poorly, or it could go great. One of the two.
Okay.
I'm sorry I can't be clearer on that.
Which one's which? That's what Don is interested in.
Well, the one that goes great, you imagine, is the one where people like in the one on the left-hand screen, we see a body on the ground. Like you see a body on the ground. Like,
Which body?
it's hard to tell.
It's Schrodinger's huddle.
Yeah, exactly. It's hard to tell. You just see a body on the ground.
Does he have a robot eye?
He's face down.
Is he wearing my clothes?
We don't
Huh?
know. We don't know if he's wearing your clothes. I mean,
I don't know what I'm wearing.
If you want me to say yes, I'll say yes. But I mean,
No, I don't want you to say yes. I want you to say no. It's someone else. Oh my goodness.
yes.
All right. So with my precognitive powers, I know that there are two separate things that happen. One that is fine and one that is bad.
Yeah.
And I don't know which course of action is going to lead to which.
Yeah, because you're looking to see if you're looking to see if you because what you're looking to see if there's going to be physical harm or mental,
So if we go down into the cargo bay,
if you go down into the cargo bay, like this is just you as a human who understands social norms. If you go down into the cargo bay with a bunch of attitude, the left-hand screen is going to come true, and probably people are going to die. If you go down there without a bunch of attitude, people probably won't.
Universal law applies. Don't be a dick.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Well, yeah. Okay. I'm just wondering then.
Yeah. I guess I should have asked. Like, are you going to go down there with a bunch of attitude?
Oh no. I was just saying. We're not going to be any more of dicks than we already have been.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
All right.
We're in trouble.
So yeah, we're in trouble. Well, Don will just kind of say, all right, so we already agreed that this isn't really our bag. This isn't our deal. This is not our problem. So let's not create a problem where there isn't one. All right. So Shiro, have you done your rounds today? Yeah.
Not yet.
Yeah. All right. Well, wait a couple hours. Change your schedule a little bit, please.
But.
I was gonna say I just look at you Wadon like.
But I do the engine checks after I check the cargo.
Okay, how about this? Check the engine before you check the cargo.
But I do it after I check the
cargo. Engines are more important than the cargo bay. Trust me, I'm psychic. I went to school for this. You went to school to be a pilot? You're a great pilot. I went to school to be a psychic. I'm a great psychic. Check the engines first.
I didn't go to school.
But I check the engines after.
Check the engines first.
Okay.
So I'll just look at Santo with this blank expression.
Santo?
I can check the engines.
No, God damn it, that's the opposite. Say.
I don't know what you want.
Just give them a little bit of time down there. We had our private time. Let them have their private time.
I can make a stun gun.
Don't make a stun gun. That's the left screen. Santo.
Wow.
I love the escalation here.
So Shiro's going to walk away and go into his quarters and pull the katana off the wall and
absolutely.
Go to the training room and start doing ninjutsu katas.
Okay, so you say the training room. What's the training room? Is it like part of the engine room? Okay,
but I don't know. There's got to be like a common area it's a relatively open space. There's got to be.
Yeah,
right?
like the galley. The galley's like the most open space outside of the cargo bay.
Okay, well, we don't want to go to the cargo bay.
Yes.
I mean, that's usually where I do it.
I just want to go to the cargo bay, swing around my sword, everything's fine.
Yes. Yes.
I gotta focus.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Whew. So you're gonna grab your monoblade katana. You're gonna go to the galley, and you're gonna
I'm gonna start doing some ritualistic kata.
Yeah. Okay. What do the other three do? Wadon, On, and Santo? What are you guys up to?
I just go to my room, pull up my data slab to the cameras.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I said there's like legit cameras too.
Yeah.
That are in the ship. So you open up your camera and you see the three of them. They're wearing the same thing that they had. I mean, they have like armored like suits on that they wear, like just like woven body armor sort of things, like the vest that Griff had is woven body armor and shit like that. They have their guns with them now.
Oh.
Yeah, they have their guns. They're not pointing them at the door. They just have them, like they're just like strapped to their chest, like they have the hooks on their chest, and they're just like standing there, staring at the door, just like waiting to see like what happens.
I pull up the cargo bay controls.
You have to be on the bridge.
Oh, you're gonna space them?
You have to be on the bridge. You have to be on the bridge to open.
I go to the bridge then.
Okay.
And I just sit there and I'm just like, just sitting there.
Okay. Yeah.
Just chilling.
You're just gonna sit there. Like,
I'm just chilling.
like one of the screens like shows the main camera feed for the cargo hold. Wadon, On.
I'm just gonna stay in the mess hall.
Okay. You're gonna watch.
Eat
Shiro.
some paste.
Yeah, you're gonna watch Shiro do his ritualistic thing. All right, Wadon, what are you up to?
Wadon's in there as well. He's brought his guitar. He's trying to get the opening riff to Phantom of the Opera, correct? By Iron Maiden, and he's got his revolver in his guitar case.
Yeah.
I imagine there's a secret compartment that he's carved out.
Okay.
Very cool.
So 3 hours pass.
Wadon is still not any closer to nailing that riff.
Christ.
Yeah, so 3
No.
So 3
That's
hours
the
pass.
most not cool 3 hours.
Yeah, it's super tense. Santo, you're just watching the screen.
I've put adhesive on my gun and like put it underneath like the table.
Yeah. So 3 hours goes by. This is like the second to last day. I'm gonna say, to when we before we get to the thing. You see Johansson. Just like walk over, he stares, he sees the camera, he stares at it and like cocks an eyebrow up over his sunglasses rims. He stares at the thing, he shrugs, like looks over. Do the cameras have sound? Or does it just is it just okay, they have sound on them? Okay.
It's the year 3000, whatever, man.
I don't know if you
We
have
figured
sound
this
on your
out.
cameras. Yeah. So yeah, you hear him through the things like, well, I thought they were gonna attack us and try and take the assets. They got real sketchy there. What do you think, Griff? It's like, the girl's cute, but I don't like the other ones very much. Ted? And Ted just like stares and he's like, yeah, the pilot's weird. I don't like him.
Just hovering over.
Yeah.
The button.
So they like Johansson's like, it's okay. I think it's been a few hours. I don't think they're gonna cause problems. Just keep yourselves ready. Don't take the big guns up. Let's leave them down here with Ted. Ted, you have your other stuff with you, right? And Ted just like nods, and they put the guns in Ted's pressure tent, and the other two, you see them walk up the stairs, and you follow it, and they go to they walk into the mess hall. Into the galley where Shiro is practicing with his katana stuff. Did you do it for like the whole 3 hours, Shiro?
That's a long practice.
No.
Okay.
I would get too concerned about like my other routines that are falling.
Yeah. So yeah, you're off checking the engine room or something.
I'll probably be back on the bridge at this point.
Okay, so you're up on the bridge, and so the other two, Griff and Johansson, they come through. They have their sidearms like on their hips, but so do like you have yours. If you have a sidearm, like you probably have had it on. Any of you who have one, I imagine. That's just what I imagine. If otherwise, please let me know. They just have them on. They're not, pointing them at anybody. They seem pretty cool. Griff, like, he sees you and he smiles at you. He doesn't wink this time. He just like smiles. And he just gives you like the little head nod. And Johansson, he surveys the room. He sees you with the guitar, and he like goes and he pulls the chair out from the table that's closest to Wadon, and he just sits down and just like listens to you play the guitar for a little bit.
Yeah, Wadon's like, he's real deep back in the chair. He's got his boots up on the table, like right next to the dirty dishes. He's not cool with that at all.
Wait, Shiro
Shiro washed the dishes, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. Because Wadon is used to having, servants.
Servants do things for him.
But he quickly learned his lesson when he moved out at the academy, I imagine, and that's still something that he's not cool with, and it's good that Shiro's the same way. But he's just he's get like 5 or 6 notes in type of thing. It's probably pretty grating. Even after it's not put down.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, they just sit there. They listen to you guys play. Griff like sits close to you, not like in a creepy way, but in a way that like if trouble started, he's like you can sense this. Like you have your whole like ambush thing. Like it's like like he's setting himself up that if he needs to take control of the situation, he's going to put himself next to who he feels is the most dangerous person and let his boss, let his manager do the other work. Like he's doing that, but he's also like, I really like this chick.
Oh wait, we're not talking about Wadon.
No. Johansson is sitting right next to you. Griff is sitting in a respectfully close distance to where he can like run up and make sure she doesn't kill him or Johansson.
Oh,
is what's
okay. I thought
there.
Wadon was the most dangerous person.
He doesn't view you as the most dangerous. He doesn't view you as that. You are.
You do slay with your music.
Yeah, you totally
Clearly
are the most dangerous.
But you know.
Yeah. So
we all know it's the pilot anyway.
Yeah, it's Shiro. Shiro's the most
Crash the
dangerous.
ship at any moment.
Yeah.
That's clearly dangerous.
So Shiro,
Throw us into his son.
at some point you go down and you do your patrol down in the cargo bay, because I know you have to. Shiro's like itching for it, I can tell.
Yeah, that's true. However, I will make sure I have an escort. Again,
Okay.
I'm not trying to start trouble. I just gotta do what I gotta do.
Yeah. So who do you take down with you?
If everyone's in the galley, I'll just go in there and announce that I'm ready to inspect the cargo bay.
Yeah. So as soon as you announce it, Johansson and Griff, like Johansson stands up and he just stands. He just stares at you through his sunglasses.
So he's standing and staring at me. So I say, "Would you like to go with me?"
He just stares like,
It's going so
of course I would. Does anybody else want to come with us?
Let's go.
and it's gonna stand up.
He said, "Of course." So I've already turned on my heel and I'm on the way.
Yeah, so he's walking, and you're walking, and if you get up, Griff gets up as well. So we have Wadon still in.
Cargo bay's boring. Not
I just on the way walking with everybody tense going down to the cargo bay, and it's just gonna go ahead and say that they are not gonna do anything to them. Like we are not gonna.
You're gonna put them real at ease. Like, we're not gonna attack you.
No, not that.
They seem real comforted. No.
No, just like I'm really getting tired of all this tense stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna be real with you. We had our meeting, and we're not gonna mess with you.
So I think Johansson like turns as he hears that. Like, we're still walking. Like, Shiro's like up ahead, and he's like, well, that's probably for the best.
Yeah, that's what we figured.
I send a message to Shiro saying that the container is secured to the ship, so just hang on to that. There's like handles on it, I'm sure. So just hang on to that. Okay?
Yeah.
Wait a second. Is Santo in my bridge?
Yeah, Santo's in the bridge. Yeah, he's up there. He's got his hand hovering over the airlock button, apparently.
Oh, wait a second. This is a quandary. Now what to do?
Are you stopping?
Say what?
We're on the way down to.
Yeah,
cargo.
say you're
Yeah,
leading the
like
charge.
I am like
He just
I've gotten a
stops in the
text on my
hallway.
com pad and I'm reading it. Yeah, and I like physically stop and I'm like,
Yeah, so as soon as you stop,
I'm in a quandary.
yeah, as
what
soon as
to
you
do.
stop, Griff, like Johansson and Griff, like they like, okay, something's fucking up, and like
Oh no.
on you can sense, you can feel Griff like unclip his holster, and you can see, you can physically see Johansson do the same. And you can also see Johansson, he has a little thing in his hand that he clicks. Like, you can see that. Like, he's not trying to be subtle about it. Like, as soon as Shiro stops, like he clicks
pen?
that. Yeah, it's like a little pen sort of thing.
Oh, okay.
It's like a thing on the side of his hand, actually. It's like a little ring, but it's like just on his hand there.
Right.
He clicks that, and the camera feed, like, it opens up like in the little side corner that we see like the cargo bay, and we see Ted just like immediately like grab guns and like take a defensive position.
Fuck.
Okay. All right, well,
And I
that's
see
fine.
this.
So,
I
yeah.
see him do this.
Yeah.
Oh god.
So you see him do this. Now here's
Does
the
he-
thing, Santo.
Does he point? Does he point the gun?
He has taken a defensive position on the other side of the cargo container, to where if shit gets bad and if something runs through that he views as hostile, you feel he might, I mean, you don't know if he is, you don't know if he isn't, but you feel that he will probably take a shot if something hostile is happening. They're trained private security corporate individuals. Like this is what they get trained to do. They were mercenaries at one point. Maybe Griff was even a pirate based off of the short conversation Anne had. I mean, like at one point he might have been a pirate or like a bad mercenary. Like, you know, just killed people for money. Like, who the fuck cares? It's what he did. But like if it's a tense situation, like the situation's been tense for a while. I mean, and then Shiro just stops, and like the situation got tense again. Like we hit that like downward slope, and now we're right back up. So,
and now like through all that like slow motion drama that has happened, I'm just texting on my contact. Please get out of my bridge and lock the door behind you. And I will continue on to the cargo bay.
Yeah, so you start walking. We see Johansson. He clicks the thing in his hand again, and Ted, looking at the door, like puts his hand to his ear, takes it down, walks hurriedly back to where like the gun was. He puts the gun back in his tent. Like it's accessible, but it's not like, you know, obviously there. Like
got that hand in the cookie jar.
Exactly. The hand is close at the cookie jar. The toddler is close to the cookie jar. or should I say the Tedler? The Tedler's close to the cookie jar.
I just
like
send
the Tedler. Go yourself. That was good.
I just send Shiro a message back saying like I'm out, and I lock the door.
Okay. Do you actually?
I lied. No,
actually.
Okay.
No.
So you lock the door. We hear the airtight thing.
Yeah, you hear the lock. I'm still in there.
Yeah. Yeah, you hear. I mean, you guys don't hear the lock. You're far enough away from the bridge to where you can't hear that. But the bridge is now airtight because it's locked. So yeah, Santo, I imagine you just go sit back down, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Hand hovering.
It's not hovering anymore, but I'm
controlled.
Yeah, this is how Santo gets his own spaceship, apparently.
Oh no!
The horse has already said I can technically fly the ship, but that's not what's.
Yeah. So you go. So you guys get down there. You continue walking. I mean, holsters have not been reclipped. They're not like their hands aren't like on their guns, but they're close at hand, like in case like if one more dodgy thing happens, and you know they're gonna draw and they're gonna fire not to kill but to maim somebody.
Right.
Yeah, they're not gonna fire to kill. At least Johansson isn't. Griff probably will, but Johansson, like you can tell Johansson won't. Griff totally doesn't care. Like he might not kill you. He'll shoot you in the leg for sure. But
well, I've got my impending betrayal sense, and although it's probably like ringing, it hasn't gone off yet.
Yeah,
so
it's not going off
I'm cool.
yet. Yeah,
I'm like cool as a cucumber.
Yeah. So we see the doorway for the cargo hold. We see the doors slide open. And we see Shiro walk through, like we see his boot, and we like see the other boots like come through, go down the stairs, and I think that's a good place to take a break.
Oh man!
Suspense, tense. So let's take another quick break here. Oh, Andre already jumped out. And we'll be back here in a little bit.
My break time is very important to me.
Yes, it is. Yes. I like how my camera's the only one that doesn't get messed up at that. You'll see it when it's on the stream, guys.
Am I screwing up your biz?
It messes it up a little bit, but it's all right. Mine doesn't get messed up for whatever reason.
All right.
Okay. Yep. We'll be back in a little bit.